angry, Aussie, 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 angry, 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 Aussie, 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 angry, 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 angry.
Here we go, the theme tune is finished. And it's time for the Festival of Oily Josh. Now I'm taking extra time off, so I had the day off. 6 days off work. Ye fucking are. That's what I say. Right, and I have to decide what I'm going to do tonight. Do I make a quick video or do I workshop something? Because I had an idea. I'm an ideas guy. Hey, Heine, how are you going? So I'm talking to myself largely at the moment, but with you, Heine, deciding what I'm going to do. Now, the thing I was going to play with had a pear liqueur as an ingredient, which I don't have. So maybe look at my big collection of liqueurs. Fuck's sake, why did it log me out? I want to be... Use phone or tablet. Oh, for fuck's sake, what was that? Use phone or tablet. Okay. Yes. Now my passkey worked. How about that? Happy about that. Hello, Madam Butterfly. How are you? Well, this morning, your time? So, how do they... Okay. Giffard, Poir William liqueur. Pear liqueur, distilled Poir William, Giffard. Aroma. Yes, okay. They say like grappa, and that's why I was thinking of changing it with my grappa. Syrupy, intense, perfume like pear flesh with pear blossom, honey, gentle pepper heat, some soapiness, and eau de vie notes throughout. Yeah, it says it's like grappa, so I was thinking I have grappa. Heine, I think Ex Machina is a great movie, actually. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, and very timely. Slimy tech bro, AI. Maybe even more relevant than when it came out. It only came out about 5 years ago, I think. Good movie, though. I like it. Okay. So, I mentioned grappa twice. The big question is how much do I want to experiment? Because I could friggin' experiment heaps. Okay. Of all my other liqueurs, anything like hair? No. What's this? No, that's brandy. Only got a teeny bit of that left. Okay. Ooh. This is Angry's mead. Pimento, falernum, peach. I have a little bit of peach liqueur, which is, of course, extremely different to pear. Elderflower, black raspberry, Italicus, watermelon, coconut. It's in. Just all the way out so you can still see me. Sour apple, limoncello, marmalade, orange marmalade, kumquatcello, maraschino, a little bit of aperitivo left. Probably should use that up. So I don't really have anything like pear in here. What's this one? Honey, lemon, ginger. Okay. Damn, I've got some nice stuff in here though. Maybe I should do grappa. Because it mentioned being grappa like several times. Okay. Apple brandy. So I could do my apple pie moonshine. Or spiced brandy. Deep in thought. Hello, Kirsty. How are you doing? Tiny, you picked it up for a good price. I know, Ex Machina is worth getting. Just bingo, bango, bongo. Get it. Okay, so if you end up not being particularly taken with it, you can blame... Well, you've already bought it, so you can't really blame it on me. But feel free to disagree with me when you watch it. As I often say, our experience of art and entertainment is subjective. And disagreeing with someone does not necessarily mean at least one of you is wrong. Oh no, back in hospital, Kirsty. Oh no. Well, I hope they're looking after you. If you hate it. I'm not sure. I don't think I have physical media of Ex Machina. I think I've watched it on streaming. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't say no, though. Rottweiler dude, hello. Helpful type many legs insect in your room. Catch cockroaches and annoying insects. Good. They do. Man, I will always love the video I saw on YouTube once of an Australian guy saying, people get freaked out by huntsmen, but I really like him. Like, I found this guy in the bathroom, and I'll show you why I like him. And he also has a cockroach, a little cockroach, and he kind of nudged the cockroach, which was hiding behind something, to run out into the open. And the huntsman just shot forward incredibly fast and just went, bam, and grabbed the cockroach. And he's like, that's why I like having a huntsman in my room. So, yeah. Ooh, it's gallbladder removal time. Oof. Okay, well, again, I hope they look after you. I hope there's no complications. And I hope you have a trouble-free recovery. I mean, that's major surgery. So it's the old won't happen overnight, but will happen, hopefully. So this links. Okay, so all right. Whiskey barrel aged bitters. I've got whiskey bitters here somewhere. There we go. All right, oh yeah. Ooh. Okay. You know what? I think I'm just going to do some experiments. Yeah, I'm going to use grappa. Okay. All right, first drink experiment of the evening. Okay. Reposado tequila. $45 mils. Here are 45 mils of Reposado tequila. Now, apple moonshine. Carried away on the shadow. Okay. Apple brandy. From the grappa. Where is the main grappa? Doing here. Don't use grappa very much, but I've got some. Where did I put bitters? Whiskey bitters. Do a dash of whiskey bitters in here. Look at this. Got a bit feral? Maybe? Might be past its best. Alrighty. Going to stir this a little bit. And do a mezcal float. Carried away on the shadow. Okay, got that happening. Where's my mezcal? Let's just do a little mezcal float. That's way too much, but c'est la vie. Und now, we test the experiment. It's pretty good. Does it? Nah. Maybe it doesn't need. It's a little dry, but that's nice in a boozy cocktail sometimes. I was thinking of putting a little bit more sugar syrup in it, but maybe not. Ugh, I think I should peel the rest of this orange before it dries out too much. Put that in there. With that. Ooh, that's a nice bit of oil still. Gotta love the citrus oils. At least I do. Let me get that last little bit on the end. Little lump of pith. Carve that off. Okay, put that in there. Where did I put the skewer? Honestly. can't skewer friggin' cherries if I don't have a skewer with me. Where did I put it? Gosh darn it. Now, it was there, and then I moved it. So I think I did take it over there. Oh, wait, I think I found it. Put the peel slicer on top of it, made it invisible. But let's get some cherries. Shall we, shall we? Yes, we shall. Boop. Boop your snoot. Well, couple of cherries. Wait, sorry, I just randomly want to check something, namely how much money I do or don't have. Because I'm planning stuff, as in planning on spending money. So I'd like to know how much money I have. Okay. Pay did go in, and that was this week. Hey, Charlie, have you get yourself home? So I got paid this week, and I get paid again the day after I pay rent. And then again, then I get paid twice before I pay rent again. So that's when I'm rich. In 3 weeks. No, wait, 2 weeks. Okay, I'm rich in 2 weeks. And richer again 2 weeks after that. Nice. Food shopping. Nice. Hope you got something yum. I've decided to experiment with a cocktail recipe. I was just going to do a quick video, but the more I thought about this recipe, the more I thought I could probably customize it to my own thing. So made this one. And the recipe said apple brandy, and I used apple pie moonshine that I have from my cocktail kit. It is what I'd call a dry, boozy cocktail. I have a little temptation. Actually, it's more than a little temptation. Which, look, I've got cola syrup right here. Fuck it, I'm going to put a splash of cola syrup in this. Just a splash. Suddenly makes the cocktail much darker, though. Cola syrup makes it much darker. So this is me finding out, am I a slave of my sweet tooth? I think that dominates it too much. That's okay. Chalk down, don't put that one in, at least. But this is what experimentation is all about. I'm going to do one more version of this, but use my spiced brandy instead of apple brandy, and decide which one I think gives the best result. Oh, also, I happened to go past a Dan Murphy's today, and they had a couple of really good things on clearance. This, which I haven't had for a little while. I had it for ages. It's like 15-year-old Cuban rum, which I like to get just to show up Americans. Like, haha, you can't get Cuban rum. Fuck you, I can. And this was like 30 or 40 bucks off. It was really marked down. But also Archie Rose's budget whiskey, double malt, which I don't think I've had. They have 2 entry-level whiskeys, and this was really marked down. Like it's 50-something bucks for an Australian whiskey. And so I think I want to do some taste comparisons. Do a rum taste comparison and a whiskey taste comparison. Because I don't have to work tomorrow, so I can get shit-faced tonight. I was talking to a health advisor today who'd be mortified to hear that I'm drinking more than the recommended number of standard drinks. It's because I'm not a little bitch. Okay, that's sitting a bit better after it's been on ice. Anyway, I think I like the drier version without the additional sugar syrup. We shall see what works with what, I think. I even have a new non-alcoholic drink to try, just because I like mixing it up with the non-alcoholic drinks. Making pina coladas, nice. Better than getting caught in the rain. I have had very good reviews for my pina coladas. One time Dr. Abigail was over here and Mrs. Angry and Dr. Abigail wanted pina coladas, so I made some cream of coconut specifically to make the pina coladas. And they liked it so much, they kept asking me for more, to the point I used up the whole batch of cream of coconut that I had made. Nice variant for a pina colada. Well, my first question is, what are you using for the sweetener? So if we go just like classic pina colada recipe. It's just basic pina colada, rum, cream of coconut, pineapple juice, lime juice. That's a nice, simple, classic pina colada. And of course, the thing to mix it up, well, it depends what rum you use. That will make a difference. But pineapple juice, orange juice. I mean, orange juice instead of lime juice would be an interesting one. So I really think it's basically the juices where you've got room to play around. But I think if you wait, what's a painkiller? I feel like if you put orange juice in it, it's basically a painkiller at that point. Reaching in my pocket for a painkiller. A painkiller, rum, pineapple juice, orange. Yeah, okay. A painkiller is my favorite pina colada variation. Yeah, use pineapple juice, definitely. But in the classic pina colada is pineapple juice and lime juice. Mix it with something else. You have a plethora. Are you channeling Three Amigos when you say plethora? Because I freaking love that scene in Three Amigos. Hey, Madre, would you say I am blessed? I have many blessings? It would be fair to say I have a plethora of blessings? Oh, then maybe you'll explain to me what plethora means. And his mate goes like, you know, you're being angry at me, but I don't think it's really me that you're angry at. I think you're angry because you think we forgot your birthday. How's that for being on the same wavelength, Charlie? As soon as you said a plethora, I went, up, channeling Three Amigos. Yeah, so if you want to play with the pina colada, I'd say mix up the juices, pineapple and whatever, and see how much difference it makes. But I also don't think you answered. What are you using for the sweetener? Do you have proper cream of coconut? All right. You do have proper cream of coconut. Nice. So you're all good then. Yeah, I'd say mix up the juices. Just go. Sorry? Yeah, traditionally, well, it's not really a pina colada if you don't use cream of coconut is a sugar syrup. It's basically sugar and coconut milk or coconut cream. Very easy to make your own, and it's super friggin' yummy, like dangerously yummy. There are commercial cream of coconut mixes available, and they're fine. But I do like making my own. Yeah. Lid like long life milk. Okay, cool. But what exactly is it you've got? Because coconut cream and cream of coconut are two different things. What's it say on the packet? I have so many fucking syrups at the moment. I get mildly. I made a huge fucking pistachio orgeat and I haven't used it at all. I should make something with it. I got you second guessing yourself. Yeah, but what does it say on the packet? What does it call itself? I don't know what you got. Maybe you got the right thing. And also, you haven't told me your recipe yet. You teased your recipe. Oh, what's not Friday and Saturday? Let's save some of this orange peel. I don't want it all to dry out. Okay. You can really easily make up cream of coconut. It's like 50-50 coconut cream and sugar. Or sugar syrup. If you have a sugar syrup, I mean, depending on your taste, if you use coconut cream instead of cream of coconut, it won't be sweet enough. Oh, nice. I'm telling you about an April Fool's Day add-on in Roblox. Definitely something you need to talk about. Yeah, so, okay, just do 50% coconut cream and 50% sugar syrup. What's funny? You know what's funny? Always use coconut cream, the green one. Okay, yeah. Yeah, the traditional the traditional recipe is cream of coconut, and that is basically half coconut cream, half sugar syrup. Yeah, and if you ever want to make your own batch of cream of coconut, really easy, just the saucepan, equal parts cream of coconut. Sorry, equal parts coconut cream and sugar, just like caster sugar. And just simmer it till it's all dissolved. And maybe a pinch of salt. Maybe even simmer it with a cinnamon stick or nutmeg or something like that. But it's friggin' awesome. homemade cream of coconut is so good. Pina colada, 102 mils pineapple juice, 60 mils white rum, 60 mils coconut cream. Yeah, so I'd say do... I'd say do 50% coconut cream, 50% sugar syrup. So 30 mils coconut cream, 30 mils sugar syrup. And 15 to 30 mils of... Even cut back on the pineapple juice. Like, say, do 90 mils pineapple juice and 30 mils something else. Yeah, just go half and half. Yeah. Just literally go half and half. So instead of 60 mils coconut cream, do 30 mils coconut cream, 30 mils sugar syrup. I'd also recommend cut the pineapple juice back to 90 mils and add 30 mils of another fruit juice. Unless you're doing lime juice, because that's a bit strong. I'd only do 15 mils of lime juice. But if you're just playing around with different fruit juices, I'd go 90 mils pineapple juice, 30 mils another juice. Just something that you think would be a fun flavor to have in there. I'm excited for you. There you go. You're next leveling your pina coladas. If I'd have known we were getting this excited, I would have I would have made some cream of coconut today. I also don't have any lime juice or pineapple juice, so I'm definitely not prepared for that. Celtic, here's Oily Josh. Okay, I got this really... Charlie organized to get this really cool old cocktail recipe book. The Mr. Boston Deluxe Official Bartender's Guide. So when was this first published? 1935. And I think this printing is from 1959. So it's just got a ridiculous number of cocktails in here. It's great. And apparently, old Mr. Boston had a range of spirits and liqueurs as well. Plus, there's a whole section in here on bar tricks. It's like ways to trick people or at least have fun, like seeing double. Fill a glass half full with water. Put a coin into it. Cover the glass with a plate. Then, one hand on the plate, holding the glass with the other hand. Turn the glass upside down so no water escapes. Place the whole works on a table and you'll note the coin seems larger than it really is. Another coin about the actual size will appear above the first coin. Okay, so that's just an optical illusion with water. What's this one? The crawling dart. Lay a coin between two $half. Okay, so put a 5-cent coin between two 50-cent coins. Place a drinking glass on the two larger coins. Should be done on a tablecloth. Remove the smaller coin without moving either the glass or the two 50-cent coins. By scratching the tablecloth towards you, you can make the coin come out from under the glass. It's basically like a bunch of bar bets you can do with people or stuff to impress people with a bar. Honestly, it sounds like fun. Yeah, they're calling it bar tricks. It's either just to start conversations or make friends, or maybe to make money by betting someone you can do something and it teaches you a trick. But also, the person who said it put a tiny Jesus in it. Tiny Jesus. So, Celtic, see? Oh, it's not hard plastic. It's really rubbery plastic, little Jesus. So, Tobster, because you're not a biblical scholar like me, Oh yeah, Kirsty's here. Kirsty's in hospital, sadly, getting her gallbladder removed. But so I'm just sending all the positive vibes that they look after her. So, Celtic King, the honorific Jesus Christ. Christ is not his name. Christ is a title. Christ is the anointed one, and the chosen one is anointed with oil. Now, although modern English speakers call the figure Jesus for the period in time, because there's been translations on translations on translations, the name would have more likely been Yeshua or Joshua. Josh to his friends. So I'm just modernizing. The anointed with oil, Josh, is Oily Josh. So this is Oily Josh's big weekend, is all I'm saying. And it was just, it was just meant to be, because I got a little Oily Josh figure in the mail. Justin, the big rocket launch. I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure what sciencey things they're doing on it. I mean, it's kind of fun, It's a better use of money than attacking Iran. But yeah, all those people going on this, assuming they don't blow up in space somewhere, because Lordy knows there's a million things that could go wrong. They all have the record by a long way, like a long way, for the longest space voyage. Because, of course, the ones who landed on the moon just went straight to the moon, stopped, and that's two different journeys. They're doing one journey. They're circumnavigating the globe, then looping out past the moon and coming back. And so they are all the record holders, assuming all goes well, for the longest space flight undertaken by humans. Good news, unless they blow up. Because that happens. We've seen it happen. Okay, I'm going to do the second variant of the Slinks cocktail and decide which one I like the most. So we're going to go back to tequila, and then I'm going to do my spiced brandy and grappa and a mezcal float. Okay, let's fucking go. 45 mils of tequila. 15 mils of grappa made by some Italian grandpa who kept it under his house in the suburbs. Probably not. Right, where's my spiced brandy? Brandy. But no, that's the J word. Brandy. Very, very, very black. Very, very black spiced brandy. I'm not making a video tonight because I'm already tipsy. I might do a short of this. Or, if I decide this is a super good cocktail, I'll make a note of it. Whiskey bitters. Okay, give this a stir. It's probably enough. And let's just do a mezcal float. That's probably enough. Just put a little mezcal on the top. And let's see what this is like. Hey, Pat, how you doing, big guy? Unsurprisingly, totally different. Not better, though. Yes, Justin. Like I said, there's a million things that can go wrong with a mission like this. And yeah, they get their trajectory wrong and don't come back to Earth and just keep going out into the deep darks of space. Can happen. Basically, an incredibly high-risk thing to do. Nice. Pat and his girlfriend, both good. That's what I like to hear. Pat the pants man and the lady who can't get enough of him are both good. Well, we're all good here too. Mrs. Angry and I went to see Project Hail Mary today in Fancy Cinema, and it was good. Celtic saw VD, talking to J-Dubs. They should only use the King James. Even if people don't speak English. Oh, there you go. Well, he's not alone in the obsession with the King James version, actually. Hi, and he got Isaac Newton in the driver's seat. Everything's built by the lowest bidder. Yes. Yeah, that's the old saying about the risk they're taking with the space program. Just the first moon landing, the astronauts almost got stuck on the moon. Broke the launch button. One of the things I heard about the first moon landing is they were trying to find a good landing site. And they really only had a few seconds more fuel before they chose the landing site and landed. It's just basically you do something that complex and that dangerous. There's a million things that could go wrong. There's a Gemini rocket that blew up. Well, it didn't even blew up, just burst into flame on the ground and burnt the astronauts to death. Of course, famously, Apollo 13. We've seen 2 space shuttles blow up. So it's just basically an incredibly high-risk operation. Some fucking little cockroach on my desk. Well, it's dead now. Fuck you. But yeah, speaking about high-risk space missions, Project Hail Mary, worth seeing. It is true, Justin, computer control of vessels would reduce a lot of the risk that they had 50 years ago, where fucking everything was analog. But of course, something could go wrong with the computers. Then they'd be fucked. Swings and roundabouts. But yes, I feel like you could be reasonably confident they are facing considerably less risk than the missions from 50 years ago. Like I said, by the same token, we have had 2, although that was like, what was it, back in the 90s? Okay, now I'm going to look it up. Well, the 2000s, the last space shuttle explosion. Space shuttle explosion. 2003, was that the last one? Disintegrated on atmospheric re-entry. And the famous or infamous one, the Columbia collapsed on re-entry. Challenger blew up on launch, which, look, I have to admit, it's the sort of shit that made me laugh, because it was such an example of hubris. Like, because there was the school teacher on it and her class were all watching it live, and a class are watching their teacher go up, and then kablooey, and trying to process what happened. Motherfucker. Oh yeah, Justin, the original Apollo missions are fucking cowboy shit. Like, so fucking wild. Well, considering 2 shuttles blew up, Justin, I feel you're on solid ground calling the shuttle a flawed vehicle. Very solid ground. Yes, Dr. Abigail, we're talking space because, of course, Artemis launched today. And, hopefully it's a cool space thing. They all come back. They've got the record for the longest space flight by humans. And it's all cool. But, of course, there's a million things that could go wrong. But, yeah. Oh, my God. The first space shuttle that blew up with the teacher on it, and because it was such a PR thing, and oof, just big oof. Oh, wow. How many times have I mentioned Oily Josh? By coincidence, I got an Oily Josh in the mail today. This is my Catholic education coming in. Jesus Christ. Christ is not a name, it's a title. It's the anointed one, the chosen one. And the chosen one was anointed with oil. And although English speakers and actually Spanish speakers refer to Jesus or Jesus, he probably wouldn't have been called that. The name before all the translations would more likely have been Yeshua or Joshua, Josh to his friends. And because he was anointed with oil, he's Oily Josh. And this is his big weekend. So I like to refer to this weekend as the Festival of Oily Josh. Little Oily Josh came with the book. I am super annoyed at the so-called courier who did not even vaguely attempt to fucking deliver this to me and dropped it off at a parcel place 2 suburbs away. Didn't even do it somewhere local. Fucking annoys me when they do that. But on top of heaps, I mentioned this before, heaps of cocktail recipes, but also bar tricks. Let's do some more bar tricks. Over your head. Tell someone you will cut a regular business card so that you'll be able to put your head through it. I've seen this. You got to fold the card long ways so the 2 wide edges meet, cut a series of slits on the folded side, then reverse the card, cut another series of slits in the opposite direction, and then you can open it out and it's really big and you can put your hole through there. Wait, this is the second copy of this book? What the fuck happened to the first? Wait, what happened to the first one? So never use them again. They're fucked. The triple cross. Write the numbers in a line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The object is to cross out 3 groups of numbers so that the last number of each group will be an odd number. If you start from the left, it can't be done. So start from the right, crossing out 1 group ending in 7. I don't even understand that one. Draw a 2-inch square, dividing it into 9 smaller squares. Then ask a friend to fill in the squares with the digit 1 through 9. So it will add up to 15, 8 different ways. 3 vertical, 3. That's a good brain teaser. So you've got to do a grid of 9 squares. And you've got to put the numbers in such a way that 3 in a row adds up to 15, 8 different ways. 3 horizontal, 3 vertical, and 2 diagonal. Wow. That is a good brain teaser. So this was meant to come with the other books, which I got. They're still here. And they didn't do it and thing. Oh, the chat overlay. Yeah, fuck. You're the first one to mention it, Abigail. I'm absent-minded. I reckon, yeah. These bar tricks could potentially be good icebreakers. Pick a number. Copy the figure shown. Ask someone to pick a number from 1 to 30 and tell them which column the chosen number is in. Tell him what he selected. Add top figures at the head of the column in which his number appears, and you will have his number. Okay, so there's some sort of trick in how you do that. Okay. 6 of a kind make 4. Arrange 6 coins on a table as laid out. It's like a crucifix. Ask someone to rearrange them so they form 2 straight rows of 4 coins. When he said, I give up. Oh my God. Okay. So, okay, you probably can't see it, but it's like you form the coins in like a crucifix shape, and you say it's got to be 2 rows of 4. What you do is take the bottom one and sit it on top. So technically, you've done 2 rows of 4. So they could be either icebreakers or trying to scam people out of money, like you bet money on the things. Yeah, Justin, even friendly Geordies reacted to the Albanese speech with what the fuck was that? Which really surprised me because he seems so fucking married to Labor, honestly. There's one thing I'd always had trouble processing with him. Like, why is he so heavily fixated on Labor? Maybe I could work the bar tricks into my cocktail videos. Have them at the end of the video and say at the start, like, watch through this for a neat trick that you can use as an icebreaker or how to make money in a bar. Because there's a lot of them. There are a lot of these bar tricks. Painless surgery. Apparent removal of right thumb. Oh my God. They're literally doing that thing with the finger. Oh my God. He flashbacks to Parenthood. When Steve Martin does it to his niece, who's been, I guess, overly educated, treated as if she's an adult by her parents, which is a mistake. And she's so freaked out by it, she just screams. Abigail, Geordie's white, upper middle class, overwhelmingly unaware of his privilege. I would absolutely agree with that, actually. It's a classic thing, like, you know, at the base level, there are very few of his political opinions that I disagree with, like, you know, pro-union, pro-progressive, all that thing. But he does give the impression that he falls into that trap where he doesn't understand why people from marginalized groups who have repeatedly been fucked over by white privileged people sorry, I lost my train of thought. I've seen him repeatedly, what it seems to me, falls into the trap of not understanding why marginalized people don't trust well-off white people who call themselves progressive, because they're blinded to the fact that marginalized groups keep getting fucked over by the power structure of the political party that calls itself progressive. Justin, he's a handsome, straight, white guy with money. He's incredibly privileged. You disagree with what he says about Reddit and ABC News. Again, I don't watch enough of his stuff to have a fully formed opinion of him. I know he savages the ABC all the time, and I feel like he's probably going over the top on that. And I also don't spend enough time on Reddit to have a particular opinion on that. But yes, from what I have seen, he does have this massive blind spot where he doesn't really understand why often marginalized groups don't fucking give a shit what privileged white progressives tell them is their own best interests, because they've just been fucked over too many times by privileged white progressives. Ask me a personal question, Charlie. No, I do not. Do I doom scroll? Oh, okay. Not on my phone. I don't sit on my phone and do stuff. When I get up in the morning, I fire up my computer. The default tabs I open are my email, which is actually multiple email accounts just to check them. And it is Facebook, Twitter, Blue Sky, news, YouTube, and usually Twitch. So, Abigail, he ironically rags on people living in suburbs like Fitzroy, Northcote, and Brunswick. I believe the fact he would fit right in. Yeah. Again, I don't watch enough of him to have an opinion, but I have, like I said, I have seen this privilege blindness thing, and like him mocking identity politics and whatnot. And it's just like, dude, you don't see how it feels is you don't see the value of it simply because you are in the most privileged group, the straight, white, well-off males. And I said, having said that, just on political opinions, there's very few of his political opinions I've seen that I disagree with. For that temp, hello, sorry, I'm just trying to work out your screen name. I appreciate different screen names. I'm doing well. My brother in Oily Josh, how are you doing? Lives on Sydney's North Shore. Dude, I want to make it clear, I don't fucking begrudge him his money. I don't begrudge him his success. Fucking go for it, bro. Because he pushes some worthwhile ideas, and if he happens to have made money out of it, good for him. And this also sounds like I'm being a bitch. I'm going to say it. It makes me sound like I'm being a bitch. I started, like, he had one of his live shows on YouTube. It was one that was tied in with history. And I think I survived about 10 minutes of it. I was just going, I am not finding this entertaining at all. That temp. I'm not Oily Josh. This is Oily Josh. It's Oily Josh's week. Okay, this is the third time I've explained. This is on me. It's on me for calling the stream the Oily Josh Festival, because it's my silly joke. This is my Catholic education coming into play. We talk about Jesus Christ. Christ is not a name. It's a title. The anointed one, the chosen one. And he's anointed with oil. And at the period in history where this fictional character may have existed, he would not have been called Jesus. It would have been more likely, before all the translations, to be something like Yeshua, Joshua, Josh to his friends. So he's Oily Josh. Justin, he may or may not have grown up poor. Even if he still didn't have money, handsome, straight white man still has a lot of privileges. Now he's a handsome, straight white man with a fair amount of money. And like I said, I don't begrudge him having money. It's great. It's fine. He's been successful. He's found an audience, and I think he preaches a fairly good message. There's definitely been stuff I disagree with, as I was expressing just then. But, po body's nerfect. And, if he swings some bros around to having more forward-thinking progressive stances, well and good. I don't think he'd claim to have any influence on elections or politics, But we've seen pretty strong evidence that he doesn't, in that, like, he really pushed for Labor in a New South Wales state election and Labor federally when they got creamed by the coalition. Hunter the Elderly, a bottle of palm oil from 2009. Damn. Is you sure that's not gone rancid? Dr. Abigail, while he's incredibly handsome with a great jawline, I do think it's being unreasonable to say that's his only talent. Because as Humphrey the Elderly says, he is a good speaker. He is charismatic. Does some of it? Palm oil potentially goes. Food products. Palm oil is a food product. It would definitely has the potential to go bad. Palm oil, so I'll smell like cheap chocolate. Cheap confectionery, so it's not real chocolate when it's based around palm oil. See, also, fuck you, orangutans, whose environment is being destroyed because of Western hunger for palm oil. So, broadly speaking, not cool. Oh dear. Jesse makes good jokes about autistic habits and obsessions. You think he's secretly on the spectrum? Yes. I think that would work perfectly, Charlie. Pour the palm oil into an envelope and post it to Celtic King. I don't see any flaws with that approach. I feel like that will work really well. Oh dear. Oh, Charlie, you probably noticed Mrs. Angry and I trying out a bunch of new shows on Plex because we finished things that we were watching. And I will say, okay, so there was a Stan series, this American-Australian co-production called Sunny Nights. We watched the first. Look, it was okay. We may even go back to it. And there was a new series which we didn't realize was a Taylor Sheridan series until we started watching it. Ones like Michelle Pfeiffer and Kurt Russell. And just Taylor Sheridan is such a propagandist. Oh, you haven't been paying attention. Well, you told me you added a bunch of new shows. So we started watching one. Taylor Sheridan, who's most famous for Yellowstone, but has a whole bunch of spin-off things. And I've watched some of them, enjoyed some more than others. But gee, it's like, God, the dude fucking does so much. He has so many shows going. I don't know how he does it. But Jesus, he's a propagandist. In this one we watched, I feel like most of the budget went for the huge neon signs that are in every scene, just telling you the message: New York bad, country life honest and good, looking at phones bad, young people bad, white liberals convince themselves everything is racist. It's just like, he's such a fucking propagandist. It's amazing. Justin about he's friendly Geordie, he's nice in real life. Look, it is an enormous mistake to equate anyone's online or screen or music persona with who they are as a person, because it's rarely the case. So anyway, we're probably not going to go back to the Taylor Sheridan series because the propaganda was so extreme. I feel like I'd end up throwing something through my own TV screen, which is a bad idea. We may go back to the Sunny Nights one, which is like comedy. It's mostly sort of not ha-ha comedy drama. But then we went back to a somewhat older Apple TV sci-fi series, Silo, and we're going to stick with that. That was pretty good. Abigail's testing a circuit. It'll either work, trip your breakers, take out the Melbourne electricity grid. Hey, what's life without a bit of risk? Yeah, I'm going to watch some movies. You like Send Help, and I think you said How to Make a Killing as well. Sorry, what did you last for 10 minutes on, by the way, Charlie? So I was saying so many things. Justin, you reckon that's politicians as well? Yeah, again, potentially. But once someone's in a position of power, like a politician, I'm much less forgiving. Oh, God, The Wild Girls. No, oh, God. Yeah, no, I watched half an hour of it, and I'm like, no, they're being wacky and cartoony. No, fuck it. It's too much. Don't go back to it. It's not worth it. I watched half an hour of it, and it's just like, oh, fuck, no. Life's too short to keep watching this. But I'll probably watch the ones you recommended, Send Help, and was it How to Make a Killing or whatever it is? Another A20. They're both A24 things where oppressed people kill their oppressors or make life miserable for their oppressors. It's so fucking funny how many Eat the Rich movies A24 has distributed. I find that genuinely funny. There are so many of them. Oh, Justin, I don't pay any attention to question time. I don't judge any politician by question time. I judge politicians by the policies they put forward, by the public statements they make, and I am much less forgiving of politicians than I am for celebrities or artists, because politicians are fucking up people's lives. And I don't particularly feel inclined to cut them slack. Whereas someone who's just in the public eye because they're an entertainer, a musician, painter, filmmaker, whatever. Oh no, Dr. Abigail, circuit didn't work. Time to diagnose. But on the plus side, you also didn't blow up. So glass half full. I appreciate if you're not in the chat so much, Dr. Abigail, because you're working on your circuit. That's fine. Oh, man. Okay. I used to get really obsessed with making fruity clarified cocktails, but this one's not fruity. This is non-fruity stuff, and it's really fucking yummy. No Magic Smoke came out. See? Glass half full. It maybe didn't reach the peak of what you wanted in the experiment, but also no deaths that you know of. Sorry, I just was tapping my foot and I realize do I look like I'm vibrating on the stream? I don't know if it's just my laptop screen that's doing it or it's actually doing it. Damn. That's fucking yum. I am wobbling. Okay. That's because I was tapping my foot under the desk. I was making the desk vibrate. Okay. I'll stop doing that. Somewhat, what do you call it? A nervous habit doing it? Nice. Okay. What did you do with the pina colada? Inquiring minds need to know what recipe you actually went with. Yeah. So, but if you were planning for a night of making a lot of pina coladas, like if you had people over, make your own cream of coconut. Dead simple. Just in a saucepan, 50% coconut cream, 50% caster sugar, simmer it so all the sugar melts. And as I said, maybe a pinch of salt, maybe have a vanilla bean in there, maybe cinnamon stick or whatever, but strain that out and use that. Yes, make it correct. Yeah. It's meant to be cream of coconut, not coconut cream. Yeah. So yeah, just mixing up coconut cream with simple syrup. Yep, that's it. That's a core to a good pina colada. As I said, Dr. Abigail should be able to vouch from the night she was over here. And yeah, Mrs. Ankre asked for pina coladas. Then I just made a bunch of pina coladas. Used the whole batch of cream of coconut I made up. Oh, I've got one in the fridge that's like a variant. It's a pineapple coconut, cream of coconut. I feel you weren't going to drink, just going to make the pina colada for Soph, but you got to have one for your own. Yes, see, Dr. Abigail's vouching, best pina colada ever. I made a fresh batch of cream of coconut, and it's fucking awesome. It's so cream of coconut, which is just coconut cream mixed with sugar, so irresistible. All right, I think it's time to have something not alcoholic. Yeah, your the music Laserdisc episode was great, and the extra effort you put into the editing really paid off. Although, who had the sound on too loud? Was it Sim? I think you were too. Look, I get where your headspace was last week. I also think you were too harsh on yourself about the video. But I completely appreciate the headspace you're in. Yeah, it was Sim. So that would be a reminder for next time Sim comes on. Use headphones or have the sound on lower to make your life a bit easier. Yeah, but that's what it's all about. You learn. You do something, you see what happens, you learn from it. Yeah, it's not it's definitely not a judgment thing. Yeah, overall really good. 2 days to audio scrub. God damn, dude, you work so hard. Honestly. I don't know if I'm doing a book video this week. I haven't even written a script. But I could do that tomorrow. You left some echo on purpose. That's fair. There's nothing wrong with that. I am more than somewhat enamored of doing bar tricks at the end of a video. The 6 glass puzzle. Place 6 glasses, 3 filled, 3 empty, in a row. Ask someone to arrange the glasses so they stand alternately 1 filled and 1 empty. They must do this by moving or touching only 1 glass. Oh, okay. That is actually a pretty neat trick. It's like you arrange like 6 shot glasses like this. So 3 in a row have a drink in them, and say you can only move 1 glass, but you've got to change it so it's 1 filled, 1 empty, 1 filled, 1 empty, 1 filled, 1 empty. And they'll struggle. And what you do is you move 1 full glass, but pour it into an empty one and then put it back. It's like Christmas Prezi. Oh yeah, no, the Babs bit. No, that where you actually exaggerated the echo. That was a good thing. So I'm really thinking maybe use the bar tricks in videos. We'll work up to it. Or maybe even fucking shoot it in a bar setting. I don't know. That's getting difficult now. But that's like modern Rogue stuff. Well, what Modern Rogue used to do. I've quite gone off the Modern Rogue YouTube channel. I like the old ones, which is a really cliche thing to say. I like your old stuff better than your new stuff. Oh yeah, a cocktail book from the 30s. And also, I love the ads because old Mr. Boston had a whole array of spirits and liqueurs. So you get ads. Oh, the couriers, fuck them, man. Don't. There's nothing. Old Mr. Boston, 5-star brandy, distinguished blending of the finest brandies, carefully selected from famous wine districts of California. So that's an American brandy. This one. Mr. Boston's Pinch Bottle Blended Whiskey. Exceptionally fine blend, noted for its distinctive character. 86 proof, 65% grain neutral spirits. An American blended whiskey. There you go. A Burgundy Bishop, lemon juice, sugar, and rum. Why is that a Burgundy Bishop? That's just a rum sour. Buttonhook cocktail, creme de menthe, brandy, apricot brandy, absinthe, and brandy. Half an ounce of absinthe. God damn. Anyone putting half an ounce of absinthe in a cocktail is pretty fucking serious. Like regurgitated old stuff better than the new stuff. There's only some days I forgot to take the creatine. Oh yeah, apricot brandy is really popular. So, okay. Brandy is distilled fruit juice, essentially. You ferment the fruit juice, then distill it. That's brandy. The most common brandy is grape-based. If something just says brandy, it's probably a grape-based brandy. But technically, a brandy is fermented, then distilled fruit juice. So apricot brandy is not apricot liqueur. It's distilled apricot juice. Whereas apricot liqueur would be an apricot flavored sugary liqueur. Can't find Pickford's vanilla syrup. You can always make your own vanilla syrup as well. Just look on YouTube for syrup recipes. So get some vanilla pods from the supermarket and simmer them with a sugar syrup. So yeah, Dr. Abigail, I might up the creatine to morning and night. I'm not sure that I've seen any. Okay, was one of the side effects farting more? I'm just inquiring minds want to know is a potential side effect of creatine farting more. Sorry, what's that? Are there more cocktails on my back or the same ones? I'm not sure what you're asking, Charlie. Oh, sorry, the shirt. It's a repeated pattern on the shirt. So gin and tonic, highball, iceberg, obituary. There's quite a lot of cocktails. Yeah, no, sorry. It's a repeating pattern. I've never actually counted how many cocktails are on the shirt. I'll show you. Look, I'll show you the back of it. This is what the back of it looks like. So you be the judge. Are they the same ones or different? Yeah, I've never actually counted how many different cocktails are on this. So, Dr. Abigail, not so far as you're aware. So, I haven't had any negative feeling from the creatine. See, maybe I'm just trying to blame the creatine on how much I felt. Oh, look, some of them are not. It's really weird because it's like you've got really established cocktails, a gin and tonic, a highball, an obituary, La Disarade. I'm not sure if you can find that. I don't think I've ever found that. A northern cocktail. That's not really a thing. Pina coladas there. Margarita, Knickerbocker. So some of them are really obvious cocktails, and some of them are like, what the fuck's an iceberg? I didn't get the bloating problem yet. But I started to think, wait, am I farting more than I used to? I don't know. Or have I just been eating beans? All right, I've just been drinking water from the melted ice. But I got a new non-alcoholic thing. Coastal Fizz. Lemon and lychee flavor. Little 6-pack of these little cans. Well, these very, very elegant little cans. Was half price at the supermarket, so I thought I'd try it. Because I'm always keen to have new non-alcoholic beverages. Oh, you looked it up. Okay. The La Disarare fruity French Caribbean cocktail featuring white rum, orange liqueur, and lime juice. Okay, that's like a rum daisy, basically. So when you're going spirit, liqueur, and fruit juice, that's a daisy. So we're saying the La Disarare is basically a rum daisy. But yeah, that's like a rum sidecar. The sidecar, which is made with brandy. It's like the first cocktail I had where I went, oh, apparently I like brandy. This is fucking good. Yeah, well, you can see this iceberg is served in a martini glass. Common recipe. White rum, Cointreau, or triple sec, lime. Yeah, maybe even a little bit of sugar syrup, honestly, depending what orange liqueur you use. Sidecars fucking rock. Like, in my early days of being into cocktails, we were out once and there was a sidecar on the menu and it's like, yeah, brandy. It's like, I hadn't been drinking brandy. I hadn't been drinking brandy cocktails. I went, yeah, what's that like? Get that. And it was friggin' awesome. And it's like, oh, apparently I like brandy in cocktails. Celtic's off. Had an early start. Yeah, you need sleep, bro. You've been working. You've been up early working. Get some sleep, my man. All right, trying my new non-alcoholic beverage. Oh man, that's good. Oh, I'm a fan of that. It's fucking good. Celtic's off, and he's leaving the stream. I'm not always a fan of lychee flavors, but they've done it quite well in this. The Coastal Fizz. This would also make a good highball with fucking rum, honestly, or gin, even. That would definitely make a good highball. Put rum or gin in it. But it's pretty good as a non-alcoholic beverage. So if we're all in a mood, I might keep going for a while tonight because don't have to get up tomorrow, don't have to go to work. I'm not going to go super late, but if we're in a mood, yeah, white rum with this Coastal Fizz would be really fucking good, honestly. Tall glass, maybe a wedge of pineapple as a garnish. Oh God, where are they? I've still got somewhere here other cocktail umbrellas. Everyone loves butters. I'm joining. Is that Soph joining? That was very funny. Oh God, maybe I should play the intro of the Music Laserdisc video because it was very funny. What am I logged into on YouTube here? What are my subscriptions? What are we doing? That's what I reckon. It's made hot cross bungholes. I'm going to have to watch that tomorrow and see what that is. All right, I'm going to play this. Just going to play the intro to the video. Nice. Well, Charlie did a really good job with the editing, Soph. I'll share it with everyone now. Where are we? Okay, I'll just do this to get it maximizing. Just the start. I think this is so funny.
He did the Monster Mash.
When
Wait. Okay, so you could hear the vid, but not me. Okay, I'll just do it again then. Okay, I'll just play it again. I switched my mic off and I got very confused. For some reason, it didn't play back for me, and I don't know why. But I won't stress about it too much. We'll play this.
He did the Monster Mash.
doing pigeon.
I'm joining. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, clap. It's Thursday.
Actually, maybe I should play it for a little bit because I need to have a pee break. I'm just going to let this run for a little bit while I have a pee break.
Day again. Welcome back for another week of a whole Laserdisc thing. Once again, I've got my friend Angry Aussie for the show.
Hello, hello.
And it's a very special episode this week. It's because we are doing music Laserdiscs. So I brought along another friend, a music expert. This is Sim down below.
Hey.
And her friends, we've got Tennis and Surfer Murpha from the Neon Chimp channel.
Hello, Charlie. Hello, Tennis. No, they've already introduced you. You don't say hello to them. Oh. Hello, Angry. Hello, Charlie.
Yes, so today we're going to have a look, like I said, at some music Laserdiscs. It's an eclectic range. It's all over the place. I have no kind of plan or rhyme or reason. All right, let's start off with some Susu Studio.
Oh, yes, Phil Collins.
He's someone I associate with like the early days of CDs and Laserdiscs, definitely, because the media appealed to an older audience, as does Phil Collins. But my question is, does Sussudio mean anything?
Lyrics that I've been trying to write, you know. I'm looking for that final little thing.
Looking for kind of a...
Yeah, that final...
Susu Studio!
Perfect! Hey!
I always thought that it...
Okay, just thought I'd have the Sussudio joke there. One more bar of can't touch this. Oh, dear. Deep sigh. Okay, have a bit more of this lemon lychee drink. Of which I have decided I am a fan. It's very nice. So you gave yourself 3 notes after last week. Okay, look, learning and developing and adapting, these are all good things. Same as like I'm saying, like, you know, played with different editing things. Well, you have 3 rules for editing. Need to know your 3 rules from editing. I have a really strong desire to use these bar tricks in videos, though. Oh, old Mr. Boston made a rock and rye, which is like rock candy and rye whiskey, but then it's talking about the clear fruit process preserves the freshness of the fruit. What the fuck is that? 60 proof, so that's 30% ABV, kind of like an old fashioned. Blow through the bottle, light a candle, set it at the side of the bottle, blow against the bottle, and the candle goes out. More than one bottle, even a round water glass may be used. Okay. Not as good as the other ones. Should play Big Balls by AC/DC for Donald Trump. Nice. So, Charlie, your 3 rules. I missed, you've gone straight to 2. I've missed 1. Move the clip up the front. Right after say the disc, show the clip so the audience knows what we're talking about. Gives room to add another clip if there's context. Okay. I like that. And I like your use of clips. I think you do it really well. Oh. I like this. This is like low fizz. I like a bit of fizz. This is not super fizzy. Like light fizz, and it's not too sweet, and particularly the lychee flavor is not too sort of heavy and cloying. Focus the camera on who's talking. Yes, that's a good one. And I noticed you did that much more in this one, which is good. Let's do it. I don't know if YouTube censored you, but I didn't see a 1. I just saw you say 3 rules for editing, and then it was 2, move the clip up the front, and 3, focus on the camera who's talking. What was your point 1? Because I did not see that. I don't know if there was a trigger word in rule 1 that made YouTube censor it, because I didn't see it, so I don't know. Okay, this is getting unpaid edge. Schweppes should be paying me money, or at least backing up a big fucking truck out the front with a bunch of Schweppes products, because I drink so many of them on the stream. Where's my sponsorship, Schweppes? Just back a big truck up with your mineral waters. And now I've discovered this, the Coastal Fizz. That's freaking awesome. And also I drink your fucking ginger ale and lemon bitters too. Admittedly, I buy them because I can get them half price at the supermarket, but they're also good. Oh, Dr. Abigail, that is exciting. A new guitar. So how many instruments do you have now? You got clarinet, guitar. I feel like you have a keyboard too. Am I wrong about that? I feel like you had some sort of keyboard. I should take piano lessons, because I've got an electronic keyboard here that young Mr. Angry was using for a while, and Mrs. Angry did lessons for a while. I should do lessons, and then I could do musical streams. You do have a piano. Okay. Nice. Okay, I'm kind of intrigued. You have a guitar with an untwistable stomach? That is phrasing that genuinely interests me. So look, my oily Josh here is not rigid. He's flexible. Makes him a good fidget toy because you can squish him and wiggle him. Wiggle it just a little bit. Jesus, wiggle it just a little bit. Piano guitar. That's a Simpsons reference. Okay, it's I need to admit it's too arcane a Simpsons reference for me, and that rarely happens. Usually, if someone's doing a Simpsons reference, I'm going to get it. But I absolutely missed that one. I am unfamiliar with the Simpsons reference to an untwistable stomach. Yes, that was pretty funny in the video. Sim and I made the same Faulty Towers reference at the same time. Oh dear. But you went and found them. You went and found the references. Even I don't think I even told you Pretentious Moi was a Faulty Towers reference, but you found it. So okay, so when Santa's little helper needs surgery for a twisted stomach, they couldn't afford Holmes. Okay, that's why I didn't get it, because it's not about a guitar. It's a dog with an untwistable stomach. Oh yeah, when I'm not surprised that when we're actually doing the talking, you're not picking up on everything, but you picked it up in the editing. Yeah, and I have the Gen X disease of doing references and callbacks on stuff. I'm not saying other generations don't do it, but I feel like Gen X are real tragics for doing references and callbacks to things. Yes, you did just chuck in the Moody Blues one, which I was very appreciative of. I've got fatty. Oh dear. The Vegas wives in The Simpsons. I know you'll probably remember I used to always talk about the Simpsons mobile game Tapped Out, which they killed off a year or so ago. But I swear for 5 or 10 years, the writing for Simpsons Tapped Out was better than the writing for the Simpsons TV show. And you just could get all these little characters and all the different pixels on your screen. I was quite disappointed when they retired it, but it must have been expensive to run. And for several years, it was one of the top grossing mobile games on the Apple App Store, as in it's a free to download, but you could pay to get extra things. And for years, it was one of the top grossing things, but it obviously faded away. And at a certain point, they went, oh, it's costing us so much just to maintain this, and we're not making money from it anymore. Fuck it, we're going to kill it. If you're apt at enjoying the little show, oh yeah, I love doing it. Could have been a 2-week experience. Oh, no. I just reckon it's fun. Just bringing out the discs and seeing, do we know them? Do we have something to say about them? All those things. It's a really fun diversion, a different thing to do. I quite enjoy it. Okay, I swear I'm liking this Coastal Fizz much more than I expected. I got it very speculatively. I might even get... So they're selling it, so it's just like the little cans, and they're selling it in 6-packs. I might even get another 6-pack of it while it's on half price, because it's pretty yummy. And I do like to break things up. Okay, so now we're just in the stage of, what's the time? Okay, it's only 99. Because I did talk about doing some taste comparisons. Music one was a nice example. We don't have anything to say about it. Find something that reminds us of. Yes. Yeah. Just sort of what you're referencing. Okay, I might do This will really tip me over the edge. Like I'm just tipsy at the moment. But if I do what I was threatening here, a rum taste comparison, then a whiskey taste comparison, I'll probably be shit-faced. That's okay. I'm trying to find, is there like the dotted line in this to help me do it? Fuck it. There doesn't seem to be. Let's fucking go. So, you know, we had fucking Hassan the Hun go to Cuba, raise awareness, help with resourcing for the Cuban people who are being so horribly fucked over by American embargoes. And you have me getting Cuban rum. I don't like to use the word hero lightly, but what else are you going to call me at this point? As I drink Cuban rum that helps no one. You had nothing to say about Babs, but you do remember working. Yeah. This is actually really Cuban rum. Original de Cuba. Ron Añejo Cuba Ingore. Yeah, no. Imported by Pinnacle Downs. This is Product de Cuba. This is real Cuban rum. McDonald's has Australian beef branded beef. Yeah, no, this is real Cuban rum. Because Australia doesn't have an embargo against Cuba. So we can get Cuban products. Americans can't legally get Cuban products. They can very easily, like rich people can get Cuban cigars. So yes, who's the bigger hero? Hassan going with other people, bringing... oh, if this doesn't have a thing, this is just a twist top. Archie Rose's double malt, copper pot distilled. I think I'll do a rum taste off first. Look, I'm not an expert, Charlie, but I think we should be able to get Cuban cigars. Ah, Heine with a sharp eye. I saw young Mr. Spooner on the video. Okay. All right, so we're going to do this. And what are the... oh, actually, because I resisted... there was a Mexican rum that was also on clearance at Dan's. 10-year-old run. This is 15-year-old, but the 10-year-old seemed to be very cheap. So I'm going to see what that's like. I mean, I should probably compare it to my favorite sipping rum, which is Diplomatico Reserva. All right. Why have I got to move all this fucking recording gear because I'm not making any videos tonight. I'll put that over here. Have it ready for tomorrow night. And we go rum, rum, rum. And get my sipping glasses. All right. God, I might not do them both. I might be too fucking pissed if I do that. Okay. Oh. Your birthday friend digitized old vid of you on the news. Plonk that in the vid. Take a break. Taking the piss out of me. I'm completely okay with people taking the piss out of me. So, okay, let's do ASMR first. Taking the cork out for the first time. That's a nice noise. But we should also get a bit of glug glug from a new bottle. See how this goes. Ooh, just a little bit of glug glug. Okay. It's a nice shaped bottle, nice shaped cork. I think the last time I had a bottle of this, it lasted like a year. Oh, I'm going to mix it up. This is Mexican rum. So 2 15-year-old rums, one from Cuba. The Mexican one is much darker. And my favorite sipping rum, Diplomatico Reserva, doesn't have an age statement, I don't think. From Venezuela. So we're going Cuba, Mexico, and Venezuela. So these are all fuck Donald Trump rums, actually. I'm kind of on board with this. Mexico, Cuba, Venezuela are all fuck Donald Trump. Okay, I'm going to try the Cuban one first so I get the clearest taste of it. Ooh. Oh, that's really nice aroma. It's that classic rum thing, sort of a mix of banana and pineapple. And molassesy. Oh, that's got a surprisingly light honeyish flavor. And it's a little bit spicy. A little bit orangey. It's really pleasant. It's really nice. Cleanse the palate a little. Now, this is to decide if I want to get the Mexican rum that was marked down. The 10-year-old was marked down to about $50, which is pretty cheap for a good rum. But this is the 15-year one. Ooh, that's different. How is that different? Okay, now I want to sniff them side by side. It's like same, but different. Classic rum aromas. You went to Ivanhoe Boys Grammar. A lot of good, did you? That's got a lighter flavor, very pineapple-y. Brown sugar and pineapple. Oof. Yeah, no, the Mexican, you look at this. Cuban versus Mexican. Look at how different the color is. They're both 15-year age. The Mexican is so much darker. And now the Venezuelan, which has traditionally been my favorite sipping rum. God, those are all really... Oh, wow, that's got a real candy-ish flavor to it. Damn, they're all good. If you're going to pick based on my reactions, you go Mexican. Well, now I'm kind of intrigued because that's the 15-year one. And when I was in the Dan's today, the 10-year-old by the same maker was really marked down. But yeah, I got the 15-year-old Cuban rum because I've been waiting for that to be on a really good special again. And there'd been some when it was like 10% off or whatnot. I mean, that's not enough. And I just happened to... There's literally a Dan Murphy's across the road from where I got the book picked up. And they had a few clearance ones. You didn't see me drink the Cuban one. Okay. Cuban one. Oh. This is okay. The difference between this and the Mexican, that's really banana-ish. They're really, really similar. This is probably more banana-ish on the nose. God, it's so fucking smooth going down. It's such a... These have all been really easy drinks. So yeah, they're just 40%. None of them are high proof. And just that classic rum, overripe banana, overripe pineapple sort of flavor. Yeah, but both the rum and the friggin' Archie Rose whiskey were really good prices. I'll see. Actually, what was the price? Is it actually, if you look at, is it all Dan's or just that one? Because you do get some variations. Sometimes the clearance special is at a single store, and sometimes it's at all the stores. So let me look up on the site. Was it the Santisma? Santisma? Santisima. Sorry, I spelt it wrong. Oh no, so it must have just been this one store, because I think I paid the same for the 15-year-old that you get for like the between 3 and 7-year-old one. I'm going to try Santisima. So it doesn't show up on the Dan's app. So that means it was actually just in this shop. Okay. So that's why I got it at a good price. It was just clearance of that one shop. Wait, is the Archie Rose also just from that one shop? Okay. Inquiring minds want to know. Archie Rose. Let's see. Vodka, gin, single malt, double malt. Yeah, 55. $55 for an Australian whiskey. It's pretty good. But yeah, I've been looking for a good, like, I think I got like $30 off on that 15-year-old just because it was clearance at that particular Dan's. It's why, as soon as I discovered that all the bottle shops do this occasionally, they're just trying to clear something off their shelves. And it's like, it's an unadvertised special because they're trying to clear. It's like when I got Nova from a fucking bottle for $30 off the other day. It's like, damn. I'm always going to drink Nova, especially when it's $30 off. Okay, now I'm stuck with what's the time? 9:53. Fuck it, I'm going to have a rum old fashioned with these things I poured, or am I just going to? I'm just going to fucking drink it. Fuck it, I'm not going to do an old fashioned. Because I'm not that big a rum drinker. So I'm kind of surprised with all of these. I'm just going, yum. That's really good. That's really easy drinking. The Mexican one's a bit sharper. The Cuban one is a bit thin. Oh, no, Dr. Abigail. It was literally this one bottle. It was their last bottle of Nova that they were trying to get rid of, and it was like $30 off. Sim, how are you going? The guy in the thumbnail wasn't meant to be John Lennon. This is how big he is in real life. It's little oily Josh. Charlie had arranged for this book to be shipped to me, which is very fun 1930s cocktail book. and the person stuck a little plastic Jesus in it as well. Dr. in the news, you got the circuit to work, didn't blow any Transformers, release magic smoke. Magic. That's pure science magic you've got happening there, Abigail. Oh, stop. Hammer time. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. Okay, still got possums in the roof. Okay, theoretically, guys came around to fix the roof today and they put a possum escape hatch in so they can get out but not get back in if they use it. So hopefully within a week, no more possum noises, because all the broken bits of wood where they were getting into the roof have been replaced. But I'm not sure about this thing, because this thing they put in, there's nothing below it. So it's like, oh, you think the possums are just going to drop 2 meters? And maybe they will. Why are you saying Charlie's a dead set champion? I mean, he is. Ooh, that's what, yeah, no. Charlie is a dead set champion. Absolutely. You get the Archie Rose you wanted to pass on. This Mexican one is good too, though I think the Cuban one's better, or at least it's more to my tastes, I should say. Oof. Damn. No wonder people have been drinking rum for a couple of centuries. It's fucking awesome, honestly. Pirates know what their shit is. See, this is what Charlie's got his brother. I love the swapping of things, the sending things back and forth. It's so cool. Oh. Whew. Okay. I'm going to finish my Diplomatico. And then maybe do I want to get Safa. Oh, happy birthday, Safa. What did you do tonight for your birthday, my man? I mean, I'm not going sleepy bobos yet because I don't have to get up in the morning. Really good pizza. Loving it, my bro. Loving it. I had chicken schnitzel that I went sort of Parma style with sauce and bacon and cheese and in the air fryer. And it was fucking, yeah, man. It was good. So, chicken and pesto pizza. Look who's a fancy motherfucker. So we went to Madam Butterfly, you love the burps, honestly. Safa, not full on party night, but I might go for a while longer, just fucking because I don't have to get up in the morning. So yeah, Mrs. Angry and I went to Hoyt's Lux to see Project Hail Mary today, and we got some food, a starter and a main each. Starter was popcorn cauliflower, so it's little bits of cauliflower covered in batter and deep fried, which is really yummy. It's cauliflower, it's healthy. It wasn't, because it was fucking covered in batter and deep fried, but it was yummy. And I had this mix of, I had a slider sampler, so like mini burgers, pulled pork, a fried chicken, and a cheeseburger. Friggin' awesome. Mrs. Angry had a Caesar salad. The food was all pretty good. and the movie was good. So you had a cocktail that had blood orange and cucumber in it. Nice. No, there was. I thought it might be completely empty. I think there were like 3 or 4 other couples in there. We were in front of all the others, so I didn't actually see them. But because they laid stuff out, because you go to Hoyt's Lux, they give you a complimentary. You're paying $50 for a ticket, or less than that. I'm exaggerating, but they give you a popcorn and Pepsi Max. Me being a Pepsi Max fan, I liked it, and they had a few laid out, but they were all behind us, so I didn't see them. So I think it was 3 or 4 other couples. So did cinemas lose money with less people? I mean, well, they don't make money with less people. They stopped showing films when the cinema stopped filming. But, morning on a Thursday, they were doing okay. There were at least 8 to 10 people. And this, if this cinema was full, it seated 8, 16. It only seated 24 people if it was full. And there were probably 10 people in there. 8K, I don't know, but it was like they were doing, because Project Hail Mary is shot for IMAX, so most of what we saw was in the IMAX format, the squarish format. I know it's not actually square, but it's squarish. And there was a little slide that came up before the movie started that said, the filmmakers shot this in a non-standard format, so it won't fill the whole screen. Fancy chairs. Hell yes, it was fancy chairs. 2 separate controls for the footrest and the slide. Safa, I did not pay any attention to the Albanese speech because I thought it'd be boring. It's interesting that other people were like, what the fuck? So if you got gold class, like lounge seats at the back, normal seats at the front, this one was all these lounge seats, like 2 different controls for the footrest and the backrest. It's fucking great. So, Abigail, you're sharing pickies. Simple circuit you made. Let's have a look. What's on the Discord? It's my picture of Oily Josh. Let that go. Oh, damn. Okay. So this is what Dr. Abigail's working on. There's like a couple fans, there's wires, there's all sorts of things happening there. Don't know, was the movie shot non-standard format? Guessing it's because it's for streaming. No, it was because it was for IMAX. Oh, and okay, so if you want a good movie a good video on different movie formats, Ryan Coogler did a really good one for Sinners, because he shot it so there were all these different ways to view it in different high-end cinemas. There was a video done for Project Hail Mary as well. I didn't think it was as good, but there's like IMAX, which is freaking huge, right? And then there's ultra widescreen. Then there's some special cinemas where they shoot it. I think it's like in about 270 degrees. It's not just in front of you. It's to your left and right. There's stuff. And of course, then you get the 4D cinemas, the ones where your seat vibrates and there'll be wind and potentially even water and things. But you can find these on YouTube. Safa, it's a fucking 2.5 hour movie. I don't think there's an after credit scene. I did actually see the Artemis launch. Yes. Well, we're going past the moon. I guess we're going to the moon because we're going around it. We're not landing on the moon. But yeah, as I was saying earlier, those astronauts all get to go in the record books for the longest distance space flight by humans, because the people who landed on the moon, they did one trip to the moon and another trip back to Earth. These people are doing one trip where they're circumnavigating Earth, then going past the moon and coming back. Okay, I saw memes about toilets breaking. Was that a thing that actually happened? That their toilet broke? Which, because they're going to be gone. I feel like they're going to be gone for a couple of weeks, 10 days at least, something like that. I don't know. So they legit really broke their toilet. Oh my God. You don't want a broken toilet just before you're going for a week or more. Damn. Sim, you thought it was a Big Bang Theory? What, with a broken toilet in space and what? No. Oh, yes, that's right. The Wolowitz Waste Disposal Unit. Yes. I remember that now. Yes, Arthur, they need to call for a space plumber. Right, I'm rinsing these glasses because fuck it, now I feel like doing a whiskey tasting. Did a rum tasting. Now I want to do a whiskey tasting. Okay, but this is a big question. Is what will I compare Archie Rose Double Malt to? I think we'll do an Australian whiskey comparison, but which ones will we do? I don't know if I even have twofold at the moment. I don't think I have twofold at the moment. Oh, that's Nova. Botrytis. Well, that's probably a ding from Mrs. Angry going to bed, is it? Just asking how late I'm staying up. I'm saying a little, not too late. All right, so I think I might compare it to Nova. I could do Black Flank, named after a wallaby. Tasmanian, Roaring 40s. That's honeycomb. Couple of Archie Roses. Actually, you know what? Fucking Chief Sun. I'm going to do Chief Sun. That's another near Melbourne distillery. And fuck it, we'll do Nova. Okay, just doing a whiskey, Australian whiskey taste off now. So I feel like with the rum, Cuban, Mexican, Venezuelan, we could call that a Caribbean taste off. Central American, Caribbean. Okay, so the crack's not as good a noise as the pop from a cork, but crack from a first opening. Let's see if we get any ASMR. Is there any ASMR glug glug? It should be. A light glug glug. I like the glug glug. Okay, I don't think there's enough left in the Chief Sun to do a glug glug. But let's see. I know the Starwood definitely won't because the bottle has wide necks now. Let's see if there's any glug glug. No, there wasn't. I didn't think there would be. Down too low. Chief Sun is out on the Mornington Peninsula. I've never visited their distillery, but I kind of want to. Says he used to get Monkey Shoulder for too expensive. No, it's not the most expensive. Monkey Shoulder, which is a blended Scotch, is a pretty good mixer. But it maybe got a reputation and so the price went up. Anyway, I don't think I've ever had this entry-level Archie Rose. Let's see what it's like. Just warming it up and getting some vapor happening. Ooh, wow, what is that? Okay. Legit, it smells like sweaty socks. Blue cheese. It's okay. If I give it a slightly more appetizing thing, for some reason, this has a real blue cheese aroma to it. Yep, it's definitely got that fungus thing going on. It's got a nice clean taste. Slightly bitter aftertaste. Like, not fantastic, but I could use it in cocktails and whatnot. Oh man, the sweaty sock aroma was interesting though. Okay, Chief Sun. This is a single malt. Fuck. Do you think we should do a formal Friday, Charlie? We're doing that during COVID for a while because there's a whole thing in offices. Pre-COVID, you'd have casual Friday in the office. And then we're all working from home, so everyone's casual all the time. For a little while, we were doing formal Friday. We'd really dress up in a suit and tie. Okay, this is a better aroma. It does not smell like socks or blue cheese. Oh, what is that though? God, now I think it's like mushroom. Oh, no, this smells like barbecue sauce actually. Yeah, this has got a barbecue sauce aroma from my perspective anyway. Ooh, yeah, okay, much better drinking, honestly. Ooh, and then finally, Nova. Just trying to cleanse my palate a little. See, we're getting Abigail could wear a military outfit. I'm sure she'd need very little encouragement to dress up in a military outfit. I'm so bad with coming up with descriptors for this. I'm just like, it smells nice. A little bit earthy. Sort of orange peel and leather. Oh, that is so fucking smooth though. God, Nova goes down really well. I don't think it says anything on the bottle, but the website would probably say something. Signature single malt whiskey, matured in Australian red wine barrels, aromatic notes of red berries, chocolate, soft oak spice, deliciously balanced, smooth when sipped neat. So they're saying red berries and oak and chocolate. And now they've put that idea into my head. I'm like, yeah. Does Chief Sun have any tasting notes? It does not. Does Archie Rose's double malt have any tasting notes? Independently made, locally sourced, double malt, combined. Here, oh, so that's rye and barley malt. Matured Australian Apera. Oh, okay, so this is a hell of a blend. Some of it's aged in Australian Apera, some of it aged in ex-bourbon barrels, some in virgin oak. So that's a serious blend. blend of single malt and rye malt whiskey. So that's a hell of a blend. Kind of feel like I want to make an old fashioned with that. Rain, hello, hello. Sometimes I feel like I taste dark chocolate, Charlie. Not often, but sometimes. Soph comes home in the work clothes. That's fair. This is what's going to really put me to sleep if I make an old fashioned now. Fuck it, I'm doing it. But maybe, okay, an old fashioned with the double malt. Okay, I'm going to put a... That'll do. Okay, let's fucking go. Ah! Okie dokie. Artichoke-y. Sure, these little bits I was tasting, put them in a jigger. How much is there? Not that much, honestly. Okay, a bit of this double malt. See what sort of old fashioned it makes. Go old fashioned and some sugar syrup. Let's fucking go. Oh my god, I love my fucking sugar syrup though. Spiced apple brown sugar syrup is the fucking best. Let's rollin'. Rollin'. Yeah, don't have to get up, Rain, so I can go a bit later, honestly. So for the place you went to, that's seasonal beers. Interesting. Nice. I love that, Rain. Abigail's picture on the Discord is what triggered you to join the stream. Taking the fuck up. Yeah. All right. Might be Dr. Abigail's taking it up. I'm boozing. Charlie's completely right. I'm boozing it up, not taking it up. Dr. Abigail, though, taking it up. All right, give this a little stir. How good an old-fashioned does the Archie Rose double malt blended whiskey make? Bearing in mind, it's cheap at Dan Murphy's this week. Ooh, lordy. That is really surprising. That is a bright, light, fruity old-fashioned. Oh, Ray, you're actually conversing on Discord? I hadn't been paying attention to Discord. Oh, wow, yeah, you're going for it. Oh, my God, I just went and looked at Discord. You're going for it. Dang. But that's all to the good. Taking to Ferk up on the Discord. So, Charlie, those pictures you shared on the Discord, is that the place you went out to the other night? Nice chalk art about the distilling process. Holy shit. The transformation of that Archie Rose double malt into an old-fashioned is incredible. It's this bright, fruity, super tasty old fashioned. It's fucking yum. Okay, so that gets the angry seal of approval. Where's the fucking bottle gone? What did I do with it? Jesus Christ, what am I doing with my life? Wait, why is it all the way back there? Fuck me. Ugh. So this on sale for $55 at Dan's this week makes a fucking killer old fashioned. And I imagine it's really good as a mixer, like as a whiskey soda, whiskey cola, fucking whatever. I imagine it's a really good mixer. So fuck yeah. So you had a heap of different beers from the place. They had the chalk art. So, you were getting beer paddles? Nice. Mrs. Angry does that sometimes because she appreciates artisanal beers. I'm not a beer drinker, like literally at all. I just don't like it. But we've gone to some places where, you know, they have their own beers or some very limited beers and you get a tasting paddle. If you like the beers and the place that has good stuff, get a tasting paddle. Hell yeah. I mean, I've done it with whiskey at various places. I had a whiskey tasting paddle. Oh, sorry, each time I have a sip of the old fashioned that was made predominantly with that Archie Rose double malt, it's so fucking good. So yeah, at $55 a bottle, it definitely gets my endorsement. So you don't like strong beers or too bitter, so not stout. You know what stout's good for? Making a sugar syrup. I don't drink beer at all. I don't like beer. It's sour. But I have made a couple of beer sugar syrups, and that could be good. You like the pale ale. Yeah, there's a whole spectrum of things for beers and whatnot. So, Safa, you bought size 34 pants. Your mum thinks it's size 32. Okay. Well, it also depends who makes them, honestly, Safa, what the sizes mean. Safa, you're okay with pale ale as well? See, I'm just not a beer person. I do not drink any beer. Like literally one time I was going to Dan's and I bought if I buy stuff, it's because it's on special. And got some stuff. And at the register, they said, oh, you know, you can have a 4-pack of this. It's less common now, but, you know, like a few years ago, there were all those fruity beers. They still exist. But a few years ago, it was a much bigger thing. Fruity beers. And the girl at register is kind of like, oh, you get this free. And I went, I don't drink beer at all. And she's like, well, it's free. Can you give it to someone? And I just went, I can do something with it, actually. And I made a syrup out of this fruity beer. You just put it in a saucepan and simmer it till you boil off a lot of the water and add some sugar to it. Really good syrup for old-fashioned. Beer syrups work really good in boozy cocktails. Dr. Abigail, J-Car's closed. Everything's closed tomorrow. Yeah. It's fucking oily, Josh. There are the 2 days where the most places are closed are Good Friday and Anzac Day. There are more places closed on Good Friday than Christmas Day. But yeah, fucking nothing's open tomorrow. Sorry, Safa, what are you saying about lockdown? Oh, you think the fruity beers was a lockdown thing? Yeah, it wasn't lockdown time. It was just a promo thing they had. But I also get what you're saying about how they were trying to get rid of some stuff. Yeah, actually, Safi, you're right. It's the first half of Anzac Day. up to noon, Anzac Day, almost everything's closed. Good Friday, almost everything's closed. Christmas, most places are closed. But for some reason, there is way more places closed on Good Friday than Christmas Day. Fuck. Yum. Okay. So, yeah. The Archie Rose Double Malt, not a great drinking whiskey on its own, but makes a really, really fucking good old fashioned. So I'm sure it would be good as a mixer as well. But I feel like I'm maybe going to use that up with some batch cocktails. Maybe make another thing to go in a barrel. We shall see. I have my liqueur in the barrel at the moment. Abigail, does it make sense for a sexual slide? Because yeah, it's super fucking weird. No, we don't close. Well, it's not. You wouldn't close stuff for Eid. You'd open stuff for Eid because it's a celebration. We don't close stuff for Ramadan. We don't close stuff for Passover or Hanukkah. It's a vestige, is what it is. Rain, you gonna go on a diet? Don't want to buy any more soda or beer. I tried to do sugar-free with the sodas, and I did find a nice new sugar-free soda today. We don't close for Life Day. No, only the Wookiees close their stores on Life Day. Okay. I've almost finished this bottle of... Ugh. Can you see the residue there? Damn, that's nasty, the residue. I'm going to finish this because I've got... Eid is not a geek thing. Eid is a Muslim thing. The celebration at the end of Ramadan is Eid. In Ramadan, there's a lot of fasting and whatnot. Eid is a big celebration. You have a banquet and invite everyone over. Yeah, and because I work with a lot of Muslim people, so I know all about Ramadan and Eid. You thought it was a Lord of the Rings thing. That's friggin' awesome, Charlie. Life Day is a Star Wars thing. That is a joke from the weird fucking Star Wars Christmas. Oh, God, Safa, when I was living in Dubbo, if someone had mentioned Eid, I would not have fucking known even vaguely what you were talking about. But, you know, many decades later, particularly working in IT, getting a lot of people from the subcontinent and through East Asia, you'll learn about things like Ramadan and Eid. Ooh, is it First Contact Day on Saturday? I'll be streaming. We'll do something to celebrate First Contact Day on Saturday. Rain, you won't refuse drinks if someone's serving them, but you don't generally have them at home? Well, I do. Also, Mrs. Angry's lad's been a bit cheeky, and I encouraged it. He wants to have some friends over. His birthday's coming up, and he's like, "Can you do some cocktails for us?" And I said, "Yeah, tell your friends to bring some fucking bottles." Yes, Safa, generally Muslims are very nice people. Also, Charlie, I don't know what you're saying about Star Trek movie. Oh, yes. Sorry. First Contact. Yes. There is a date that in Star Trek mythos is the date of first contact between humanity and alien species. And it is dramatized in the movie First Contact, which is one of the best Star Trek movies. But then I just kind of like stuff that has the Borg in it. So after your birth certificate says 2 weeks old. Oh, it's sometimes it can be when your birth was registered. It can get complicated, and different countries have different rules, I think. So if I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's not National Burrito Day in Australia, it's National Burrito Day in the United States. But I don't mind. I fucking love burritos. I don't mind calling out Burrito Day. Burritos fucking rock, honestly. Our favorite Mexican place, we haven't been for a little while, but their burritos are awesome. Oh, it's in the Guzman and Gomez app. Nice. Dr. Abigail's making a burrito. I don't mind a Guzman and Gomez app. I don't mind a Guzman and Gomez burrito as well. I haven't had Guzman and Gomez for ages, like literally years, I don't think. But yeah, we got a Mexican place that's like a suburb or two away. Mrs. Angry and I like to go there sometimes. It's our comfort food. Oh god, it's so fucking good. But also they have cocktails, and I've tried them once or twice. They make the shittest cocktails I've ever had. So we just don't get cocktails there because the food's great. The food's, as I say, comfort food. It's so good. And they have a whole bunch of tequilas and mezcals and whatnot. And so, I don't know, sometimes I think I might get a agave spirit, tasting platter, or whatever we call it, tasting paddle. But we gave their cocktails a go a couple of times, and they're just kind of shit. So we don't do that. I don't think I've ever had. I've probably had Zambreros. So my default would probably be Guzman and Gomez. But my first choice is this local place, which has changed its name a couple of times. In fact, I couldn't tell you its current name. It used to just be called Mexico City, but they changed it a while back. But yeah, it's like I say, we drive there. It's a suburb or two away, and it's just super tasty. Really good comfort food. I'm going to finish this liqueur because I've got a new liqueur in the barrels there. If I don't finish it tomorrow night, I think I'll finish it on Saturday. Then I get to decant the liqueur in the barrel that's been there for a few years. I have, Safa, I went to Taco Bill with Corey, Mr. Safety, first time he was in Australia. It was not bad. I'm really saying Star Wars Maul Shadow Lord. That's a computer game, isn't it? Or is it an animated series? I don't know. If it's a series, it's animated. Because there's a whole thing, even though in the expanded Star Wars universe, even though Darth Maul got cut in half by Obi-Wan, it didn't kill him. Okay, so it's a new TV show. It's animated. It's definitely animated. I'm willing to be proven wrong, but I am almost sure it's animated. Safa, you reckon it's live action? Safa, Taco Bell is American, Taco Bill is Australian. That's true. Yes. Also, there was a brief, I don't know if there's any stores open now, but there were some Taco Bell stores open in Australia. Sam, you think Taco Bell used to be better? I literally haven't been to Taco Bell in more than a decade. Used to have a Yucatan burrito. Started charging more. Yeah, fuck it. Well, Safa, I think the Taco Bells in Australia failed. I know there was one on Chapel Street. They opened a few outlets, and I just think they failed. But again, I'm not sure. I'm speaking anecdotally there. I'm almost sure Taco Bill still exists in Melbourne. But you know what? I'm gonna look. My big thing about Taco Bill is when I went there with Corey, one of the waitresses grabbed his ass when he was walking past. And he was like, what the fuck? Okay, I'm literally just before I nod off. Yeah, no, there are multiple Taco Bills in the city, in Malvern East, apparently. So Taco Bill does still exist in Australia, in Melbourne in particular. Yes, but for me, Taco Bill in the Melbourne CBD will always be the place where I went with Corey, and the waitress grabbed his ass, and he was like, what the fuck? Yeah, I don't think I've ever had my ass grabbed by a waitress before. All right, you know what? I'm gonna go to bed, but I'm gonna eat my cherries first. What's that in Pizza Hut? Yeah, Pizza Hut's still around. Less of them, fewer of them. I worked at Pizza Hut when I was at college. So back in the 80s, I worked at what was the big three then? McDonald's, KFC, and Pizza Hut. Yeah, I got to hang out with you a bit, Safa, on your birthday, which was nice. So I got to get a little bit of sleep and be ready for party night. All right. Oh my God, I love those cherries so fucking much. They're so good. Wayne, you don't like pizza and sushi anymore? I never liked sushi. I'm not a fish person. But there is a whole spectrum of East Asian and Southeast Asian cuisine that I really fucking like. But sushi isn't one of it. But pizza, I still fucking love pizza. My love for pizza has not dimmed one iota. That is true. You can get sushi with chicken karaage in it. That is true. But I don't like the seaweed wraps either. All right, so Rain, you're disappointed there's no exclusivity with sushi anymore. You're right. Sushi got mainstreamed. Absolutely. Dr. Omega loves sushi. I love dumplings. If we're going East Asian, Southeast Asian, I fucking love dumplings. But right now, what I oh yes, Charlie, I love ramen. Ramen's fucking awesome. And we are super spoiled in Australia of having really high quality Asian foods readily available. It's friggin' awesome. Anyway, I am going sleepy burbos now. I am more than a tad inebriated, but I'm not completely legless. So I'll sign off and I get to sleep in a bit tomorrow. And then build up for party night, I guess. But by the way, you have Asian food, including octopus. I love how Asians prepare calamari, actually. And octopus, fuck yeah. Send me your friend, okay, it's a gorilla called ramen. Nice. Oh, Safi, you wouldn't do the breathalyzer? Honestly, dude, why the fuck not? Because I think I am a tad inebriated. Let's try it. It's doing a 10-second countdown. Let's see what the breathalyzer says. Get your guesses. What's the breathalyzer going to say? That's saying don't drive a car. Okay, I think that was probably reasonably accurate. Heine 0.09. Anyone else got a guess? Heine's in with 0.09. I mean, Safa, I did have a few drinks tonight. Going to give it a minute before I go to bed. Last chance to guess what was the breathalyzer saying. Safa, you're going for 0.11, a little bit higher than Heine. Sophie saying 0.08. Charlie saying 69. Nice. All right. Unless there are any other takers, anyone else making a bet? Heine is actually going to win. The breathalyzer said 0.095 and Heine went with 0.09. So Heine was the closest. Also, Sim, 0.42 is fatal. 0.042 is about 2 drinks. Heine was very close to what the breathalyzer said. Oof, we can give it another workout tomorrow night and party night because 0.09 is kind of lightweight. Kind of getting more possum noises in there. Anyway, I'm going to go to bed. So if you're around tomorrow night, we'll be down for party night. But for now, I will say